99-cent rental.
This is 99 Cent Rental. I'm your host, Brian White, and I'm joined as always by my co-host, Dave White. Hey, Dave, how you doing over there?
Hello. I'm all right. You know, we had a hot weekend. Today's a nice breezy day.
It's a nice breezy day.
A tornado warning yesterday.
You guys get tornadoes up there?
Apparently, I didn't expect it, but that was good. Heard a bunch of clips from Joe Rogan's interview with JD Vance. Did you hear any of that?
Somewhat. Yeah, I caught it. I caught the highlights.
I love how absolutely awful JD Vance is. He is awkward and just clammy, and he has zero personality, and he just keeps trying.
No juice. He has no juice. He has a 100% juice deficit.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to be cool. Like, I'm going to mix jokes. They're going to be really cool jokes.
Yeah. And the thing that's great about it is he knows that no matter what, he can always go on Rogan.
Yeah, but like, he's such a loser. He's such a painful loser.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's very, very funny. I mean, it sucks that he's in control of policy, but
yes.
But yeah, he fucking blows. He sucks. He believes in nothing. He's like a pure nihilist. He just knows he wants to be at the top, and he will do anything to be there, and he will say anything. And most of the time, the things that he says don't make any sense. Like, he goes to a donut shop and he's like, give me whatever's normal.
Yeah. Like, what's normal, man? It's a fucking donut. Where he was
kid, just don't give me anything stuffed with mashed potatoes.
Saw Rogan, and he's just like, Joe Rogan's like, yeah, well, I think part of the problem is that the Republicans are a bunch of fucking dweebs. And JD Vance is like, ha 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 ha, oh, they really are. Wait, you're not talking about me, right?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Oh,
yes, we absolutely
God,
are.
It's so glorious.
Yeah, especially you, Jebediah Vance.
Whatever your name actually is at this point, who knows?
I don't think that's really his name.
No, it's not.
What is his name? Let's look that shit up real quick. Jamie, look that up.
What does Jamie look like?
A dweeb. James Donald Bowman. If that is your real name.
That, I think, is his real name. Now, why would he change it to Vance? He's like, needs to be flashy and classy.
I don't know, but you know what? I guarantee you get an explanation in his hit book that was adapted to film by Ron Howard, starring Glenn Close, Hillbilly Elegy. Hey, that was fucking rad. Great move, Ron Howard.
Yeah, we'll call it Aiding and Abetting the Movie.
Oh, man. Fucking A. Spain won the World Cup.
They sure did. I heard
that was pretty cool. I saw that. I saw the final plays. It was exciting.
The folks on the street, they are going crazy right now.
Are they? You got people up there really just into Spain?
I guess so. I mean, it's a very, very diverse city.
I was pleased simply because they don't have no Lionel Messi on the Spain team.
Yeah, one of the Argentine players is a sex pest.
Okay.
Or alleged sex pest.
They're very amorous.
If it's
people.
not that guy, then apologies to that guy.
They're very, very amorous people down there in Argentina. You know, they love to love.
They love to love you, baby.
Can't help but get a little on you.
Oh man, yeah, no, very excited out in the streets. People are honking horns, and I swear to God, there's like 12 to 15 people out there with like full soundboards. Like the ones that are like, wah, 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 wah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I love
it if it's not right underneath your window.
I love when people get enthusiastic about soccer.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I wanted to go out and watch it today, but I had to watch a movie instead.
Yeah,
we went out for yesterday's game for a bit.
Yeah, I like soccer.
I don't mind watching
football.
it.
You know, when I remember I put it on, but I got to get up real fucking early to watch the live games, so I don't really stay up on Arsenal as I used to. They were my team over in the Premier League.
You got to get yourself a TiVo. You heard of those? This new
I
thing?
have.
You can
yeah.
record
that thing. I got the technology. I can watch them after the fact, but it's kind of like, I like to, as it's happening.
You want to be in the moment, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if I watch them recorded, I'm not in the moment.
Yeah. No, I got it. I got it.
But anyway. Hey, it's hard to explain to someone who never had the experience what a trip to the video store was like back in the day. The shelves were choked with absolutely bizarre crap made on tiny budgets, completely divorced from any recognizable reality, and it was the best. We intended to talk about every one of them. You know what I've been seeing lately?
What's that?
Shit's gonna get fucking dismissed by younger people as like bitter Gen X bullshit. But I've been seeing a lot of like your Blockbuster nostalgia sucks because Blockbuster sucked.
I mean, it did.
Yeah,
kind of, but
but it was very central to like millennials and
I guess Blockbuster.
Because after a certain point, because like I do sort of feel for him because at a certain point it was all you had.
Yeah, that was all there was, but like we didn't really have one. I don't think
we did eventually in the 90s after basically all the local. Like small business mom and pop shops closed up. There was just that one over in Stratham.
Oh yeah.
And okay. I would go instead up to Portsmouth to the Video Update because they didn't have the weird like restrictions on what they bought and rented over at Blockbuster. So they actually had like a lot of Italian stuff.
Well, yeah. Where was Video Update?
That was in the plaza that had it was right next to, there is a strip mall that's next to where the Yokin's restaurant used to be.
Okay. Okay.
Deep Portsmouth lore. For
this
locals.
is a very specific audience for this one right now.
Yeah.
We should probably just move on.
Speaking of it.
Are people not like into, they're like, oh, because you like, is it the Blockbuster part where they're like, you fools, you don't know what a real video store is?
It is this kind of snobby, like, you guys never, you only had Blockbuster, but.
Hey, look, man, the one's is just as good as the other. They all just rented fucking movies. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. I do kind of feel because the experience was vastly different. And then eventually all you had were Blockbusters. Yes. So it's not exactly like you had a choice. That's capital. That's capitalism, baby.
It's true. It's coming back, though. People are bringing back the old-timey video stores.
I've noticed that. Who the fuck wants to watch? You're buying videotapes lately. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, no, I'm buying specific things that have no other releases.
Okay.
And I'm buying them for a particular reason. I'm not buying them just because I'm like, I want to watch this movie. I'm writing something that requires me to watch this movie. It is only available on VHS.
Yeah. Hey, just before we get into it, here's a little housekeeping. If you want to keep up with us between episodes, you can also find us on Instagram at Bring Me the Axe Pod. Dave's over there, that werewolf. I encourage you to give us a follow. It's where all the good shit happens. I don't say this is where all the good shit happens, but that's how you kind of keep up with all the crazy bullshit that we're up to over there. So follow those two accounts, and there's stuff that happens in the middle, memes and art and music.
These days, I am a little social media'd out.
Yeah. And if you don't know, we got another show called Bring Me the Axe. Our latest episode covering The Visitor is out now with our friend Love Connie. We'll be back next week with a look at the very sperm-heavy Incubus.
It is a baffling choice for writing.
It's a movie that I swear to God is John Cassavetes just daring them to say no to him.
Yeah, like how far can I
How far can I push this? And as it turns out, all the way. They'll let you just do anything.
Pretty much. Like you were going to say it, weren't you?
When you're John Cassavetes.
When you're famous, they'll let you do anything.
No.
Yeah. No, you said it. It was.
No, I started to say it. You fucking finished it. Yeah. You can also contact us directly at 99centrentalpod@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or suggestions. Do let us know if there's a cheesy movie that you love would like to hear us give in the business. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can look us up over there, patreon.com/bringmetheaxepod. There's a couple of tiers you can join there. All paying members get ad-free episodes. Subscribers at the $5 a month tier can look forward to our bi-weekly X-Files rewatch pod. Do you think I'm spooky?
I do.
Latest episode is a look at the season 2 episode F. Emasculata.
Can't even remember what it's about at this point.
That's the one with about the exploding pus disease in the prison.
Oh, it's so fucking gross.
It's so gross.
So gross.
It's so gross.
It is like I had a visceral reaction to that episode.
so much pulsing pustules.
Oh, no.
Nope. There's also our monthly Bring Me the Axe Millennium Edition, which is an episode in which we explore a modern horror movie. The current episode is a look at Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead. It's good. We had fun. Laughs and laughs. And all Patreon subscribers, even the free tier, get access to our Discord server. Paying members get access to additional channels like voice and video chat and the watch parties option. Pop in on a Friday night, watch a movie, watch Monday's movie with me and the rest of the listeners.
Yes, do.
It's
Did you
fun.
watch the movie?
We didn't. We didn't. The only reason that we didn't is because I was not home in time to run it. I was planning on it, but I was
gallivanting.
I was at a fucking play that ran, I swear to God, like 4 hours long. Like,
Well, was it Fences?
no, it was Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh, the same thing.
Yeah, sure. Potato. Once again, that's but yeah, we'll be back on with that. I got to see what kind of access to Incubus I have. But yeah, I definitely want to watch that with
that shit has got to be on Tubi.
I think I watched it on Tubi.
I have a Blu-ray, but
yeah, I've been thinking about buying a Blu-ray like drive just to plug in so I can just not have to worry about finding weird like streaming copies of it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but yeah. Hey, yeah, once again, patreon.com/bringmetheaxpod. And hey, don't sleep on Laughing in the Dark.
Oh, I've heard of that show.
That's a fun show. That's a very funny show. It's our Are You Afraid of the Dark rewatch podcast with our friends Eileen from Uy Que Horror, Mikey from Morbid and the Rewatcher, out now wherever you get podcasts. And lastly, if you like what you hear, you can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube. Search us by name and subscribe there if you prefer to consume your podcast that way. And you'll be doing us a favor by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So it takes but a moment. Just open up your little app there. If you're probably listening to this on your phone right now, rate the show however it goes. 5 stars. Makes me feel good. Makes me happy.
I would love it.
Number go up. If you listen on YouTube, do us a favor. Give the episode a like and leave a comment. We love hearing from you guys. So I'll get that all out of the way right at the top of the show so we can
kick it.
We can just confuse the shit out of you. Here's yeah, here we go.
Hang in there. I'm looking for a shark hunter. They say that you're the best.
Did you have any luck with that man?
That was a terrible fucking trailer to run.
Yeah, you picked the wrong one.
There isn't really a better one. It's all like that. I mean, at least you get to listen to that stanky disco beat.
Yeah. It's Oliver Onions at his finest.
It really is. It's a fucking great. If I could say one thing about this movie, soundtrack kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
rules.
they go real hard. Like Guido and Maurizio D'Angelis love a flute, and they go so hard at the flute on
I'm
this
so
one.
into it though. I love a jazz flute. I love a jazz flute. Even like yeah, you know, a little ways back when like all of a sudden there were all these like sort of doomy occult rock bands, and all of them were like including like fucking flute work in their songs about like the devil and harvest festivals.
Nobody did it better than these boys.
Fuck no, but what a great soundtrack. I'm gonna say it. This movie fucking whips. It's so good.
It is.
It's so
stupid as
it's
shit,
so
and it's
fucking
really fun.
stupid.
Yeah, it's a really fun watch.
Yeah, I am famously, I have said many times on the show, I don't care for animal attack movies.
Well, you're wrong.
And this one, and I think maybe I like this one because it's honestly not much of an animal attack.
Yeah, this is not an animal attack movie. This is an adventure movie that sort of involves sharks tertiarily.
Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta, it's still hot. You gotta put the word shark in the title. And what's really, really wild is exploitation subgenres come and go, some fairly quickly, some stick around for a few years. They're still making exploitation movies 50 years later.
Yeah, I think it's like a tried and true subgenre. It's like
People just love a fucking shark.
I think people who like shark movies will watch any shark movie. I am evidence of that.
Yeah. I mean,
This is more of a, I will say this is like less of a Jaws ripoff and more of a ripoff of that movie, The Deep.
Okay, so I've got a couple of thoughts that I'm gonna stick to, just because the notes section of this is gonna be very, very short. But I have some thoughts. It's two things really. They obviously wanted to do a shark thing because sharks are just evergreen. You can you can always do it, especially still in the 1970s. You could make a shark movie and people will come and see it. This one faded to obscurity so quickly though.
Yeah, it did.
Which is weird because it's one of the better ones if you're asking me.
And it's got a pretty recognizable cast.
It really does. It's Italy, Spain, Mexico co-production.
I think so.
It's got people to sort of represent all of that. It's very,
I mean, the story is messy as hell. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh, it turns out there's a really good reason for that.
Would it be the result of 4 separate writers? And maybe some language issues?
Sorta. I'll tell you when we get there. So here's a few facts about this movie. The year was 1979, year of our Lord. Yeah. So here's some other Italian movies released in the Lord's year of 1979. Caligula came out that year.
Oh,
yes.
The Jeff Franco movie?
No, directed by Tinto Brass with
sexy one.
Porno inserts by Bob Guccione.
Yep.
Perhaps the most decadent film ever produced.
I believe, is that Roddy McDowall in that?
Roddy McDowall is in it. Hey, it's Future Brian here, just with a note. That's not Roddy McDowall, it's Malcolm McDowell. I believe Peter O'Toole is also in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the extended porno version of it, but I don't really remember much of it because I'm gonna tell you this: the movie's fucking boring.
It's extremely boring. It is the.
It's also like 3 hours long.
Yep. It's the inevitable result of porno chic.
Yeah, yeah. Also in 1979, Dr. Jekyll likes them hot.
Oh.
With Edwige Fenech in a sexy Italian comedy.
I've never been a Italian comedy.
I don't get them
It's
either.
a very specific kind of
that
comedy.
is. I think that's why because they're not simply just called comedies. They're called commedia all'Italia. So it's Italian comedies to let you know just how specifically cultural they are.
And you're like, I don't understand why this is funny. I think he's a rapist. A real knee slapper.
Well, yeah, most of them involve guys like chasing ladies around in towels, and sometimes they're just fully naked and running through the streets and shit. In a similar vein, here's another one. A Policewoman on the Porno Squad came out in 1979.
Who made that?
I don't know. I didn't write it down. But also, Island of the Fishmen came out that year.
Fucking love it.
That's a good one. Sergio Martino.
Sergio Martino, great soundtrack by Franco Michelisi. I think so.
Maybe. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Big year for Franco Michelisi.
Yeah, he was the shit in the 70s because he did like all of the crime stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Island of the Fishmen is Sergio Martino kind of doing a Lovecraft thing.
A little bit. It's kind of a dumb movie. I just got the 4K. I enjoy it. It's really, really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. And then rounding it out, The House by the Edge of the Lake.
Cemetery? Okay.
Which was also by Castellari that year.
Man, he made I think that was the movie he was making when he got dragged into this nightmare.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because I believe he made 3 movies in 1979, which is on par for Enzo Castellari.
Yeah. I mean, this is also peak Italian, exploitation.
We're right.
This out.
We are right on the fucking precipice. Everything's going to change in 1980 because mobsters are getting busted. Years of Lead comes to an end. The money just kind of goes out, and things it goes out of the movie industry in Italy, and things just change dramatically. This is this industry went out with a fucking bang.
Mm-hmm.
So our director, as we mentioned, Enzo G. Castellari.
Enzo Castellari. Maestro Castellari.
Il maestro. Bravo. That's a nice donut. The son of filmmaker Marino Girolami, and a hell of a filmmaker in his own right. Mm-hmm. So up there with Sergio Martino, among my favorites. He had a knack for stretching the shit out of a dollar, knocked out some real high-energy exploitation pictures during Italy's film boom of the 70s, with a couple of macaroni combat movies, like Eagles Over London and the original Inglourious Bastards, as well as some stellar spaghetti westerns, and I believe his first work in a lucrative friendship with Franco Nero in the Poliziotesco High Crime, which fucking rules.
That's a real good one.
A real good one. This movie falls in the latter part of his career. Not necessarily ladder. It's
on the
downward track. And then a few years after this, into the 80s, he kind of stops making theatrical features, and he kind of goes
Escape from the Bronx.
Yeah, and mid 80s, he starts doing stuff. He basically does what Lamberto Bava did, where he just starts working in TV.
That's probably easier. You don't have to travel.
Nope. TV. Everybody's still watching it because people are watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a cast to discuss. Francesco Clemente Giuseppe Sparinero.
Love him.
Franco Nero, if you're nasty.
Big fan.
Big fan. He burst onto the scene in 1965 in Sergio Corbucci's positively diabolical spaghetti western Django.
One of the very few westerns, spaghetti or otherwise, that I actually enjoy.
It's so good.
Mostly because by the end, when he fucking kicks that coffin open and it just has a giant chain gun in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he famously drags a coffin around in that movie the whole time, and it's ooh, what's in the coffin? Or is the coffin for someone? And then he pops it open at the end, and it's a fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
It's so great. And if one mononymous Western role isn't enough, you've also likely seen him in Keoma.
Keoma. He's riding a horse across the plains. It's the silliest soundtrack ever.
I love it. I love a soundtrack that tells you what happened. A certifiably handsome dude with piercing blue eyes, being a good-looking guy helped him break into foreign film markets with relative ease in spite of his severely lacking grasp on the English language when he showed up in Force 10 from Navarone.
He can't be that bad. I mean, he's married to someone who is a native English speaker. Yeah. And they've been married for 50 years.
His English is rough, but it's I think it's mostly just that it's very heavily accented.
Yes.
But going into the late 70s, he starts doing stuff in the United States with that one. Enter the Ninja. He's John Huston's biblical epic. He's in Die Hard 2. He's in John Wick. He's in a Hallmark movie. Is he? Of course he is. Oh, yeah.
He's been in over 250 movies.
Yeah. Yep. He even has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
As well he should.
Yeah.
He's I recently watched A Quiet Place in the Country. Great fucking movie.
Yeah,
it's a little straw dogsy.
Yeah, he's still working, still acting, very hard at work.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Sit down, take a nap?
Chill out in the sun in Tuscany?
Sardinia?
We've also got Jorge Luke in this movie.
You know who he is?
Not the first time that Jorge Luke has appeared on this podcast. The last
so
time,
excited.
last time when I saw that he was a Mexican actor, I was like, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Sure enough. Last time we saw him, he was investigating a teenager in his dinosaur PJs at the center of numerous grisly and mysterious deaths. Don't panic.
So wonderful.
And when I saw that,
he's in Treasure of the Amazon too, which is another Rene Cardona movie that is quite silly.
Luke, an actor in Mexico City with tremendous charisma and ability to work in English and Spanish, found occasional work in Hollywood in movies like Clear and Present Danger, Ulzana's Raid, and the dopey Bronson movie The Evil That Men Do, and then again with Franco Nero and Oliver Stone's El Salvador, just to name a few. He also starred in a stage production called Thus Spoke Zarathustra, which was directed by Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Really?
Yeah. He has a daughter named Acapulco.
Nice.
Right?
For this movie, I hope.
Fucking A. I would hope so. He seems to be living his best life in this movie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, my understanding is that they all had a great time.
They had a great
making
time.
this movie.
They had a great time. Everybody fucking seems to really love working with Castellari.
Yeah.
You know, like it seems like all the stuff that I've seen, or rather all of the media that I own that is a Castellari movie with Franco Nero has some interview segment that's kind of like when John Carpenter and Kurt Russell get together.
Kurt Russell and John Carpenter, yeah.
They have a very similar chemistry. Like these guys all just kind of get along. It's really, really cool when you see that.
But you get the feeling too that despite unlike people like Corman, who really could stretch a dollar as far as it could possibly go, Corman was good at that, but he wasn't a great guy.
Yeah.
And so people would always be like, he really gave me my start, and they appreciate him professionally, less so personally. And Castellari is a little bit similar, except people seem to love him.
Yeah.
He was just fun to make movies with because he seems like he really just wanted to make movies.
He was in the right career.
If that's what you want to do, yeah, it's the best place to be.
Yeah. And then rounding it out, we have an actor named Michael Forrest, who's an accomplished American that guy character actor appearing in dozens of TV shows in the 60s, including a very silly Twilight Zone episode that I love called Black Leather Jackets.
Is it the biker gang?
That's the biker gang one where they're aliens.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a late one.
It's a late one. It's I think it's in the final season, but I do like that one because I mean those a lot of I think 5th season Twilight Zone episodes are pretty fucking silly. Yeah. Forrest's film career is a fairly standard stuff with nothing that really sticks out. However, the most interesting thing I found about him is that his fluency in Italian made him extremely valuable to Italian film producers as both a translator and a voice dub actor for films released in the United States.
Yet, weirdly, his voice is dubbed in this movie.
Yeah. Well, I think it's mostly because the audio track for this movie is garbage.
Yeah, it is.
And so they just...
I think everybody is dubbed. I don't know if they did their own.
Right.
Franco Nero, I think, did, but...
So yeah, he actually translated the Italian script for this movie into English, but he also did voice dubbing for literally hundreds of Italian movies, receiving no credit. As the Italian film industry changed in the 80s and 90s, he found less and less work there, but his experience in dubbing translated extremely well in the growing market of English dubbed anime. He has performed in nearly as much anime as he did Italian movies.
That's amazing.
Really? It seriously is. Yeah. And so the journey that some of these movies make to be driven back from the brink is sometimes truly staggering. This movie lingered in obscurity for years. Literally, until Severin announced this release, I'd never heard of this movie.
I had heard of it only in the context of Jawsploitation. I'd never seen it.
And I felt like I'm pretty up on my Castellari movies. And so when they brought this one out, I was like, how the fuck did this one escape me? But...
It was my understanding is that most of the original elements were lost.
Yes, and so it is it's a truly strange shark movie. But for Severin to release this movie in the best version they could summon, they had to resort to a 35 millimeter print that they found in fairly good condition in Rome, because there is no surviving negative. That shit is gone. They could not find it anywhere. And certain lengths of the film were so damaged that they had to fall back on a trash set of reels they found in some South African warehouse. And so their release is pretty much the only complete print out there in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I mean, it looks okay.
It looks okay. There's some pretty rough sections in this movie. It's
scratched, which is, I think is not, scratched can be tolerable. So,
and they're very, very short. They're very, very short segments. The script was written by the script was written by 4 people, but primarily a writer named Alfredo Giannetti, who won Best Original Screenplay in 1962 for Divorce, Italian Style.
That's right. He also wrote The Handsome Devil and The Blue-Eyed Bandit, both of which are really cool movies.
Yeah, so they got an Oscar winner on this crazy ass shark movie.
Sort of. I would love to know what his version of this movie is.
So, okay. This is produced by Enzo Doria, who intended to direct the movie originally. He was an actor who moved over to production in the 60s after a series of crime movies and sword and sandal pictures.
Notice that you didn't say anything about directing in there.
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, the reason that Castellari is on this one is because Doria contacted Franco Nero to be in it, and then was like, I'm also going to direct him. And Nero was like, oh, no. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Let me get you somebody.
The story's even better than that. So he, according to Franco Nero, Enzo Doria calls him up and he's like, hey, I've got this movie and tells him the description of it. And he's like, yeah, that seems like a pretty decent idea. And he's like, so who's going to direct? And he's like, I am. And he was like, I don't think that's a very good idea. Let me make some calls. But then he was like, so when do you want to do this? And this is the direct quote from him. He says that, I want to do this movie called The Shark Hunter in the Gulf of Mexico. Everything is there. We have the plane. We have a lot of footage of sharks. And he said, so I asked him when he wants to do it. And he said, now. And he was like, what do you mean now? And he was like, right now. And he was like, no. So then he was like, okay, how about next week?
Yeah. He worked on some minor league, but quite good jolly, like Short Night of Glass Dolls and Who Saw Her Die.
Fucking love that one.
Yeah. And eventually crossed paths with Ovidio Assanides, working on his Exorcist Rip Beyond the Door, and one of our favorites, Tentacles.
Yep.
So if this movie seems a little light on sharks for a movie called The Shark Hunter, it's because the original script was lost. Along with not the original script, the translations of the script were lost. So they were supposed to be in the luggage of one of the actors who was coming over. Eduardo Fajardo, who plays I can't remember. I call him Italian Boss Hog in the script.
Yeah. And so he was traveling, they lost his luggage. He had all of the translated scripts. And so what ends up happening is who's the guy you just said?
Fajardo?
No, the one
right, Michael Forrest.
Yeah, Michael Forrest, they're like, well, you speak Italian, and you speak English, and you speak some Spanish. Can you translate this? So he's translating on the fly while they're working. So you're getting his translation, essentially, of whatever the script was supposed to be, plus whatever the fuck Tito Carpi added, which
I have no idea. Nobody mentions Tito Carpi. He's got a script credit, but nobody mentions what his contributions to this
or
were.
When it happened.
Yeah. So I don't know. Apparently, according to Castellari, like they kind of also remembered the original story in like broad strokes. And just
they had to sort of reconstruct it.
Yeah, and so they just kind of made the movie, and they made a lot of the movie up on the spot. Which is why there are
can tell
why there are moments where I'm like, well, now why did that just happen?
Doesn't matter.
No. So this here is pure conjecture, but I believe that the title is you mentioned The Deep. I think you're totally right on that because The Deep, I think, came out in 77.
77.
The title is a reference to The Deer Hunter, which came out in 1978.
Okay.
Now indulge me a moment. The Deer Hunter is a movie about Vietnam veterans whose lives are shattered by the trauma of war. And one man returns to Saigon to wager his life over and over and over in games of Russian roulette.
He is doing really well.
In this movie, a man reeling from the trauma of his family's death was originally intended to be a story about rolling the dice as he dives into the waters time and time again to fight directly with sharks.
Fist fighting, yep.
But the loss of the script pages and on-set rewrites, often making up what the movie is about on the fly, turned it into a much different movie. Mike's association with some shadowy Black Ops group called the Organization was meant to be a parallel to the Green Berets of the Deer Hunter.
Okay, because it sort of comes across, it's very unclear about what the organization is. Like, is it the CIA? Is it some military thing?
It's the Organization.
Yep, you can't ask too many questions. I think that's probably a pretty fair speculation summation.
Yeah. It's a deep cut. I mean, like, the Deer Hunter was a big movie, but it's not exploitation material, you know? It's not a war movie, so you can't do something in the Philippines and stuff like that. No, it's
just like a real hard drama.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. And then they were like, well, we're here. Well, the Sharks, I guess, the Sharks had to play a pretty big role at some point, though. So Franco Nero said that what they would do is, this is very typically Italian, is they would catch the shark in the morning. Like, it's not like they, I don't even know how you really do this in a movie ever anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like people have sharks that you can rent. That seems like it would be really cruel.
Yeah.
So they would go and catch them and then put them in a cage, like drag them into a cage, and then just kind of leave them there. And they would spend all day, naturally, they don't want to be in a cage, so they would spend like all day just thrashing around. And by the time they got ready to shoot and Franco Nero gets in the water with them, they're so exhausted that they can barely move.
I listen, I got a note somewhere down there, like, where it is a quality of Italian movies that I fucking hate, is their gleeful abuse of animals.
Yeah. Mexico too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I mean, they don't kill any of them in this, or at least they didn't say that they do.
There's there's one fight when Mike is stabbing one that looks like he's really stabbing it.
And that's possible. I mean, these things can take pretty significant damage. Not that I think that they should be doing that.
Oh, they got so many hit points.
They really do. They really do. And a lot extra armor. But like, there's one point where like, it's just one of them it's supposed to be attacking a guy, but he's just clearly like kind of into him.
Just kind of bumps into him. Yeah. There's a big plume of blood. Mm-hmm. The end of the movie really fucking delivers on the shark action though. That's great. Yeah. So, this one strikes me as a tough one. I don't imagine you found reviews.
Not a single one.
Not even the IMDb.
No.
Shit.
There were only, like you said, this has only been out for a while on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And so before that, not too many people had seen it, unless you saw it in the theater, which pretty unlikely here. So there's only about like 15 or 16 reviews in total on IMDb.
No shit.
And most of them are by people who would want to see something like that.
Okay,
it's kind of self-selecting.
Yeah, like it's fucking weird. Like, this is truly like Severin pulling a movie back from the abyss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's great, like in this case. Other times, less so.
Like maybe Adam and Eve.
I was gonna say, like one of fucking Doria's other movies, Adam and Eve, a movie that I've seen and I don't remember it at all. Yeah,
this movie and that movie have writing credits to a woman named Gisela Longo, and she's a production designer on like all of Doria's productions, and she has like a story credit for this one, and unfortunately, and also Adam and Eve.
Maybe she's someone's girlfriend.
Maybe she was Enzo Doria's girlfriend.
You want to talk about that wig?
Let's get to talking about that wig, but we'll talk about the wig right after these messages. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. We open on the white sandy beaches of Mexico. Cozumel. Franco Nero, sunburned, red-eyed, and likely very drunk, smokes a cigarette on the scenic shore as a bloody chunk of meat dangles below the surface of the briny deep nearby.
And you might be asking yourself, what is Franco Nero's hair like? Well, allow me. It's ridiculous. It's an insane blonde wig that looks like they have strapped to his head.
Flaxen, I would describe it. Flaxen or nicotine stained.
Dry as hell. So he said the story behind the wig is that
oh shit, one of my favorite things on the DVD extras.
he was like his hair is generally quite short, and they had just filmed a bunch of stuff in which it was short. And so he did not have time to grow it longer, but he was like, it needs to be long. But they also didn't have time to like have a wig made or get a proper one. So they just called around to a bunch of ladies they knew and were like, hey, do you have a wig? And they were like, so one person was like, yeah, I guess so. You could use this one. And so this is just some lady's wig.
It's so fucking funny. Yeah.
And he wears this like a headband throughout the entire thing, and I swear to God, it's just to keep the thing on his head.
I'm telling you, it's that because there's a scene like about like 2/3 in where he kind of wakes up from a nightmare, and it is fully like poofed out and kind of like brushed to one side, like he's he's gonna go and see like Taking Back Sunday or something.
He's gonna say it has a very like early 2000s emo edge to it. Oh,
so he has his eye on the lure as a big old tiger shark swims up on it, takes a bite. Now, swatting the thrashing beast from the shore, Nero, whose name in the movie is Mike, rushes to the mooring and drag the shark in. And
is this how shark hunting works?
I have no idea. I cannot imagine.
I don't think you can just drag them to the shore. They seem quite strong.
Like I've seen Jaws. That shark took 3 barrels.
Yeah.
Underwater, even.
You can never take 3 barrels. You can't stay down with 3 barrels.
Oh. No, so Mike rushes to the mooring and drags the shark and the lure to the shore as it struggles to escape. He fights the line until he can fight no longer, and the shark gets away, dragging the lure in the barrel with it.
And the look on Franco Nero's face in this moment is brilliant. It is righteous indignation, but also disbelief.
He does face in this movie in a way that at certain points I was like, he took facial expressions from the Godzilla face acting school. Cause like he gets these looks that he's like expressing disbelief and like shock. Oh, they're so fucking fantastic.
And this is a wrong that he must right with his fists.
So Mike leaps into action. He grabs a spear and jumps into his boat, riding out after the shark. As the boat nears, he throws the spear and gets back to struggling until he pulls the poor guy to the surface. Victorious, he takes a second to stare off into the horizon, likely thinking something along the lines of, God damn, I love hunting sharks, man.
I hate sharks so much.
He eats fucking sharks so much.
So yeah, I think you're right in that like he is supposed to be engaging in this really risky work because he doesn't give a shit.
No, because this is not
really
how you
get that vibe.
This is not how you hunt sharks.
That seems wrong.
No.
You don't go on down and grab him in a bear hug.
No, because they'll bite you. They'll bite your fucking legs off.
Pretty quick, too. Wily beasts.
So later on, and high and horny off the buzz of killing yet another shark, he lays in his palm hut with his naked lady friend.
Juanita.
Only to be known as Naked Lady Friend from here on out. Mm-hmm. She wants to stay and get more of that shark hunter D, but Mike's like, no way, baby. These sharks won't hunt themselves, and Mike needs his beauty rest. So see yourself out, okay?
It sounded like you said these sharks won't hump themselves.
That too.
Mike's a rebel. He is a loner.
Oh boy. Reluctantly, she hits the rocky road to catch the bus and instead catches the eye of a dude passing by in his fancy car who'd love to give her a ride. Entendres intentionally doubled.
Yes.
She wisely turns him down and catches the bus. I'm sure he'll be a menace later on.
That's the other thing about a lot of these movies. There's always got to be a sex pest.
Every time. It's like they're like Adam Carolla or something.
But you know what the weird thing is vis-a-vis men, is that clearly they understood that women, that in the lives of women, men represent a kind of violent threat
A constant danger.
all the time. And yet when people, let's say these days, point that out, they're like, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, you clearly know that.
Right.
You just don't want to be accused of it.
Oh boy! And so with the sun coming up, Mike hits the high seas again in his little shark hunting boat.
When's the best time to go hunting for sharks?
Fucking golden hour, man.
Yeah. Well, what are they usually doing at that point in time?
Waking up?
That is when they are feeding.
Oh shit! Okay.
Dawn and dusk is when you are supposed to stay out of the water because they are eating things.
Oh, okay.
And you might just get snapped up in the process. They are indiscriminate and they cannot see very well.
Where are we going? Swimming. So he suits up in some scuba gear and he dives down to look for sharks to hunt. What's this? It's all these crashed airplanes on the seafloor.
Well, these aren't sharks. I can't eat this.
He sets what appears to be explosives and sure enough blows up one of the airplanes, sending the unexploded parts drifting toward a cliff. It's not clear.
Like he knows the airplane is there.
Yes.
It's his airplane.
We're going to find that out, but not till later on.
Right. Also, you know that there was they had one guy who kind of knew a little bit about sharks in this movie. That's the most safety precaution you're going to get.
There are some moments where they I don't care how fucking tired these things are. They swim right up to put their arms and shit around them. I'm like, that thing could bite your shit off.
I mean, it's like the scene in Zombie where the guy was just like, you want me to do what now? You want me to I grab him?
Same year as this movie. 79 was a big year for men getting right up close to sharks.
Well, Italians are amorous people.
They are passionate people. I'll try anything once.
Mm-hmm. Or in this case, twice.
So there's he sets the things to blow up. Sure enough, plane goes drifting toward a cliff. It's not clear what he's doing, but he catches some broken airplane pieces in his shit and catches an injury, so he has to abort this inexplicable mission that he's on. Now up at the club, we find some locals gambling and carrying on. One of these dudes point out to his buddy, hey, that guy over there, that guy?
Gringo.
That's Mike. And he looks like he's trying to keep a low profile with that slutty little hat and some sunglasses.
Yes.
That dude keeps catching all the sharks. It's colonizer shit is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Not leaving any sharks for the rest of us.
No, leave some fucking sharks for the rest of us. So Mike's ladies friend enters and makes a beeline for him. She's just so excited he's here, but the dude at the bar grabs her by the arm and is like, hey, baby, you're looking fine today. How about a drink? And then
is this Ramon?
Maybe? I don't know who Ramon is. Is Ramon the guy?
The sex pest.
Okay, I don't know. I call him Rape Goon.
Okay. Same thing.
Yeah. So she shakes him loose and then is very quick to apologize to Mike for making the local lowlife so horny.
Yeah, that's a risk you take.
When you can't, listen, girl, you can't be this hot just walking around.
Here in Cozumel.
The action's not over yet. In walks a dude named Acapulco, who is just so happy to be home after being out to sea for 2 months with a bunch of stinky sailors.
And every action movie hero needs a comedic sidekick, and here comes Mike's.
Man, I love Acapulco.
He's doing a kind of like Freddie Prinze, Chico and the Man kind of thing that does sort of work.
Yeah. Yeah. So he literally snatches a lady up from the bar and just starts dancing with her. Been out to sea with the Livingston. Everybody knows that ship. It has the best diving equipment. And man, I'm the fucking best diver there is. I'm the best at everything, actually. And this very sudden and convenient exclamation of plot-relevant details grabs Mike's attention. But it also catches the attention of the scumbag at the craps table who sends his goons over to deal with Acapulco, who I guess is just being too loud.
Hey, likes to party, you know?
What's not to love? So they accost him and are like, hey, shut up, you. And then he shakes them off with some sweet karate moves, and everybody moves in for some action.
Yeah.
Acapulco throws kicks and punches and whips everybody's asses, but in the end, there's just too many dudes. Dirtbag at the dice table comes over with a switchblade, cinematic shorthand for "this guy is bad." The Mike's had enough, though. He steps in.
Now, the best part here is that when they start fighting, Franco Nero is not wearing any shoes. When they end the fight, Franco Nero is very clearly wearing shoes.
He had time to put some shoes on. He's like, "Ooh, this is hurting my kicking all this ass is hurting my toes."
Yep. That's how badass he is.
Yeah. And what does he do? He when he steps over, he takes the gum that he's been chewing, he sticks it on the guy's forehead, which is gonna be
he keeps doing
is gonna be a running joke. He even does it to a hermit crab. That's how much he fucking disrespects hermit crabs.
He hates sea life. Hates it.
Well, his airplane crashed into it.
That's not their fault.
Yep. Mike's karate, less than impressive. But being the star of the movie, Mike handily kicks ass and returns to his table for a shot of tequila. He grabs his lady and leaves, and Acapulco follows him because who wouldn't want to hang out with Mike? Fights like a beast and hangs with sexy young ladies.
And look at that wig.
It's luxurious.
Yeah.
Flaxen even.
Shake and go.
So cut to Mike paragliding.
And he looks so uncomfortable in this moment.
Because they keep doing the close-up shots of him, but there's no fucking stuntman. That's him up on that parasail thing.
Yeah, I would imagine it is.
And but also when he's up there, he's like he gets this crazy fucking grin. There's a couple of moments in this movie where like Nero's like taciturn tough guy exterior cracks, like at the very end when he's running down the beach with this just big silly grin on his face.
Yeah,
this is one of those moments.
Yeah.
So they're not just out parasailing for fun. He's looking for sharks, but he's also
when he finds one, he's gonna grab it and beat the crap out of it.
but he's also having fun. Yeah. So Mike spots a shark just swimming along, mind its own business, not bothering nobody, and you know what that means.
Body slam it.
Unable to resist the urge to kill, Mike slips out of the harness and dives in after the shark with a knife. He grabs it by the tail and the two of them struggle. This thing just wants to swim and eat plankton, but hey, Mike can't help it. This thing has to die.
And he gets it in like a bear hug.
This fucking struggle goes on for a while where he's just constantly...
There's a lot of scenes in this movie that are unreasonably long.
So whether or not it does die will remain a mystery because we cut to a sweet luxury hotel where a shady dude named Donovan and his lady check into a hotel with one of several passports, which suggests that they are up to no good.
Now, I feel like they wanted John Saxon for this role.
Oh,
this is a very Saxonian role.
It really, really is very Saxon because they cast an American for this part. But they got Mike Forrest.
And Mike Forrest, it looks like he might have had a beard at one point just before this, and he shaved it for this because the top half of his head and face are tan. The lower half is very, very white.
He's got that Trixie Mattel look going on.
It really is. And they clearly whoever did the makeup did not know what to do about this. So they put on like an insane amount of blush that looks like funeral makeup. He just looks like a weird clown.
So meanwhile, Acapulco and Mike drink rum and eat fruit. Man, Mike has it made. All the fruit he can eat and a lady who treats him like a husband but isn't his wife.
Mm-hmm. And just enough sharks that you can always just go out and punch one.
Look, hey, they got look, if you hate sharks, Cozumel, Mexico got you covered. You can just go out and just punch all the sharks you want.
Yeah, it's like a rage room, but for sharks.
But listen, Acapulco, I heard you yapping at the bar the other day. You have all that awesome diving equipment, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need you and that equipment. Let me ask you something, Acapulco. Do you like money? So Acapulco rattles off some numbers. How much money we talking here, amigo? 10,000 pesos? No, you fool. You child. 100 million.
$100
100 million pesos? Sheesh. That's a lot of cash, friend. And then he says, shut up, Acapulco. $100 million. And then for once in this movie, the dude shuts up. And Mike asks what he'd do with half of all that money, and Acapulco surprises the shit out of me.
He's like, hey, I would be a benevolent stranger.
I'd build hospitals and parks and gardens with it because everybody deserves to live in a fucking decent community. Fucking A, Acapulco.
That is actually true. That is a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact of life.
He's going to take this grand fortune and put it toward the community. I like his style. I guarantee
You call that a redistribution of wealth.
he's a Trotskyite, I guarantee. Mm-hmm. So Mike then produces an elaborate model of the location of the money off the coast.
Now, do you think that he had this little aquatic shadow box made specifically for this purpose?
No, I think he made it in his spare time.
It's very specific.
When he pulls that thing, the very first time I saw this movie, I was like, oh my God, I am going to love this movie. Mm-hmm. He's been hunting this treasure for a while, but it's too deep right now, and he needs the gear to get there and blast the money free, which is in a safe in one of those airplanes. If we're not careful, the airplane with the cash will tip over the edge of the cliff and be lost forever in Davy Jones's locker. There's an even bigger problem, though. There's like 1 billion sharks down there, but there's also this cave that they all go to rest in, and if we catch them just right, we won't have to worry about it because they'll be sleeping. So we're going to have to make a few trips down there with all the shit we need.
And what is really interesting is that his explanation of where they're sleeping and how and why is, I believe, accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it would make
this place that where it the water circulates, so it's going through their gills all the time, so they don't have to worry about swimming.
Yeah. Man, you can count on Enzo Castellari to just go the extra mile, give you a little bit of...
He's like, do you also want shark facts? There you go. They do this when they're sleeping, and you can punch them in the face.
I love shark facts. So Acapulco points out conspicuous tube leading to the money plane. And Mike explains that once they have all their stuff in place, they're going to use this money vacuum he invented to suck up all the money and send it to a balloon floating on the surface.
This is getting very weird and complicated.
Let's call that a money suck. Mike and Acapulco then head over to the boat with the gear and steal it all. Mm-hmm. Back at the luxury spot, Donovan is out fishing for information. He'd love to do some shark fishing, and the waiter informs him of some spots. Now, a sneaky dude hangs nearby listening to the conversation. The waiter mentions that Mike is the local dude to talk to about shark fishing. Oh, and
It's a little odd. Sneaky dude is played by Enzo Castellari. It is a little weird that he
is that Castellari? I know that. I thought he just had a cameo in it.
No, it's a pretty big role.
It really is. That's fucking funny. So when Donovan's wife comes along, he informs her that he's getting close to finding their guy. Could these two also be after the treasure? And who's this dude who keeps following them around? Enzo Castellari, apparently. I guess we'll all have to just shut up and find out. Now, Donovan goes to the market where he finds Mike's lady selling the stuff that they make out of the sharks Mike kills.
This is a very weird moment. He does something here that I find extremely strange when he goes up to one of the thugs.
Yeah.
Where he's like, could you spare a peso for a fellow American? And he does something really weird with his teeth.
Yes, here's my line. It says, he goes, Donovan, with his huge toothy smile, gets her to show him where all the good shark fishing is. He smiles and has teeth that are 6 inches long.
And it's like they pop out of his mouth.
It's
somehow.
weird, man. It's weird. He's a vampire or something.
They look like dentures? Maybe they're dentures.
Veneers.
Yeah.
Veneers, yeah. You know who he reminded me of in this scene? Bruce Dern.
Yeah.
Bruce Dern, 100%.
Bruce Dern.
Yeah. So Mike and Acapulco get to stash...
Bruce Dern from...
The Burbs.
The Burbs, yeah.
So Mike and Acapulco get to stashing their equipment under the sea. They have to be real careful about swimming around all these crazy-ass sharks. But they find the safe they're looking for and do a real sweet bro handshake underwater.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, we got to go underwater. You can't make a lot of noise. They got really good hearing. And also, you can't kick up a lot of debris. So the first thing they do is start fucking with a downed plane. Under which all of the sharks are sleeping.
Yeah. So Mike returns to find he finds his lady there with Donovan waiting, just drinking coconut milk out of a whole ass coconut. Mike doesn't trust him. What do you want, Mr. American guy? Mike is, how you say, taciturn.
He sure is.
He's not buying this guy's shark hunter thing. Shark hunting isn't a game, but he takes him out in his boat anyways and ignores Donovan while he yaps. And he asks him, what are you doing down here, Mike? What's in this dangerous hobby of yours? Say, these waters must be loaded with treasure. And then Mike tosses him out of the boat, suspecting the grift, and he gives him a real show. And then a shark comes swimming along, and Mike leaps in after it and just stabs the shit out of it.
Shark fist fight.
Sharks are kind of scary, but I'm not crazy about all the sharks getting mutilated by Franco Nero in this movie. You can use movie magic, Mr. Castellari. So Donovan goes back to the hotel to tell his sexy wife what happened, but also...
where he finds Lindsey Graham harassing his wife.
Also,
this lady has got dicks flying at her left, right, and center.
It's no shortage. Every guy sees her. It's like she's a shark and they're shark hunters.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's punching her, though.
No, nobody's punching her.
Not yet.
So that he tells her wife what happened, but also that he thinks Mike knows where this money is, but doesn't know why he hasn't made a move on it yet. Where he got that info is anyone's guess, but I guess we do need to be moving the plot along.
Well, they forgot the plot of the film, so they're doing their best.
So now Donovan then meets up with Mexican Boss Hog. He's in on all the local action. Nothing happens out here without him getting a taste, and he's curious about Donovan's mission. Surely there's more than sharks you're interested. Deal me in on whatever you're doing, and it'll be to your advantage.
That's right.
And Acapulco runs in on Mike hard at work with some good news. He's got ears over at the hotel, and they hear Donovan on the phone all the goddamn time, talking person to person with someone in New York. And he's up to no good. And his lady is real sexy too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Acapulco decides that he's going to pour on the charm with her and get the goods. So he gets drunk with her at one of those bars that you have to swim up to. It seems kind of like a pain in the ass to me.
Also seems like a real bad idea, just in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what? You're serving the shit in glasses?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. But he hits her with the disinfo. It's a real charm offensive, and she tries to pry the location of the treasure out of him. We'll cut to Mike's shoreside shack. His lady is out there in the water naked and comes running up, that asshole from the car earlier, catching her with her boobs out.
Mm-hmm.
She runs to the hut, but he grabs her. He also knows about Mike's side gig. He's just not out there making necklaces and shit. She grabs a nearby machete and tells him to fuck off. She loves Mike. He's a good man, she says.
And this is Ramon, and this is when he runs away, kind of like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Eat your food, Tina. Out at sea, Mike and Acapulco go for a dive while Donovan zips around in his boat looking for the treasure spot. Looks like Acapulco's plan worked. He has no idea where the treasure is because Acapulco gave his wife the wrong location.
That's right. You know what that is.
Cunning attempt to trick him?
That's correct.
Maybe
a ruse.
A ruse, a classic ruse. Mexican Boss Hog is also out for a cruise and pulls up on Donovan's spot. The rapey guy from the previous scene is apparently one of Boss Hog's dudes. Back at the shore, Mike watches his lady friend frolic in the surf. It's just so much fun.
Oh, he thinks he could be happy here. Maybe he could settle down and... But wait.
Nope. No dice, mister.
The last time things went wrong.
Listen, the last time you got serious with a lady, he has a trauma flashback to a time when he wasn't all sunburned and bloodshot.
That's great.
He does. Fucking healthy, not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
He had a wife and a son, and they were just so happy to see him one day that they ran out into the street and got flattened by a bus.
Hit by a bus a la The Changeling. Like, it is just, no!
You gotta look both ways, kids. Oh, shit. Donovan then finds Mike at the bar being mopey and orders some beers. He's been doing a little research on Mike's background. He's not some drunk shark-killing maniac. He used to be a real upstanding dude. An upstanding dude who worked for the organization. Ran a whole bunch
Top men.
the organization. He ran a whole bunch of missions for them until his plane went down over the Caribbean carrying a safe with a cool 100 million in it. No survivors. Except for one. Do I have that right, Mr. Mike?
Ooh.
And get this. Get this, Mr. Mike. I'm also with the organization. And they want their money back. Boss Hogg wants that money too, but he can't have any. I'm here to get
that guy.
Fuck that guy. Who does he think he is? I'm here to get that money back. You help me, you can have a piece, but I'm taking the rest. But before we do, we have to deal with Boss Hogg. He's a real kink in the hose, if you get my meaning. So out in town, Mike and his naked lady friend, now wearing clothes, hit the town and attract the attention of Boss Hogg's goons. They tail him through the crowd, but Mike's too swift. He whips their asses while the dummies are looking the wrong way. He sneaks into one of the goons' cars and assists on meeting Boss Hogg after sticking his gum on his forehead.
Yep.
Boss Hogg tells him that he knows he's up to something. Work with me and I'll give you all the gear you need. Refuse and I'll make your life difficult. And all the goons wander into the room. And Mike walked right into the hornet's nest. I'm wondering what his plan was.
Or did he?
Turns out he has an ace in the hole. Acapulco shows up all loud and gregarious, but he's also armed and he bails Mike out of a tough situation like a real bro. Pissed off about the entire affair, Boss Hogg gives the order to take care of Donovan. As we cut to the hotel, Donovan rides a glass elevator up to his room while a sniper lines up a shot. He takes his shot as the doors open, but he misses Donovan and hits his wife. A move Boss...
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. A move Boss Hogg will soon regret. Now, Mike and Acapulco make their plan. The time is now because everybody's wise to what they're doing. And if they don't get going now, Donovan and or Boss Hogg will be all up in their shit before they can snatch the money. They hit the water, but the rapey goon spots them heading out. So out at sea, they get to work. They set up the money suck as the rape goon pulls up on the boat, starts to drag it away. Mike, having forgotten some shit, surfaces in time to see the guy making his getaway. He drags the boat away and he swims after him, but it's no use. And then
That's such a long way to swim.
And then he just lets the boat go and sends Boss Hogg's regards.
Yeah, I think it's not like, I don't think he's out there to kill him. I think he's just sort of like, we can take care of you. This is like a message. We're sending you a message.
Okay.
It's not a very good message, though.
No, because I guess it doesn't really matter, though, because Mike seems to get the boat back because we cut to him having a nightmare about his family getting smushed right before his very bloodshot eyes.
This is what happens when you get involved, you know?
Yeah. And this is one where it looks like he's where the wig is such that it looks like he's gonna go see, like he's about to go see Motionless in White.
His wig is askew.
He's gonna go see go to the My Chemical Romance concert.
Oh man.
The Boss Hogg and his goons make a plan. We're gonna ask his girl. That's the plan. So the rape goon,
I mean, it's solid. It's worked so far.
The rape goon pulls up and attempts to bribe her at first, but when Mike returns to the shore, he freezes up and strangles the girl by accident. And then,
except it's never clear if he's strangling her. It just sort of looks like he's pawing at her a little bit.
He's like covering her mouth, but also like pinching her nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, way to go, Mike. You killed another one.
And then Mike arrives just in time to find her body and sees the rape goon off. So
and what ensues now is a ridiculously long chase and shootout.
My God. Mike hops in his car and gives chase.
It's a real triathlon of chase foot
car,
race.
Running, boat plus airplane.
Mm-hmm.
They drive until the road gets blocked by a truck, and then Mike runs after the dude and hides in a kitchen where they shoot at each other and sneak
the old
around.
Coca-Cola bottle museum, naturally. So they couldn't think of another reason to fill a place with glass.
There's more running until the rape goon gets into a boat and takes off. Luckily, Mike's training with the organization included piloting, and he gets into one of the small seaplanes and takes off after him.
Yeah, this has a real, like, we paid for this seaplane, goddammit. We're getting our money's worth.
It's not the last time we're going to see the seaplane.
Mm-hmm.
There's a long, protracted chase through rivers and along the coast as Mike tries to determine how to use his sudden air superiority. Goon pulls into a small river and hides under some trees like he's trying to shake the cops in Grand Theft Auto.
You always got to go into the train trestle. You got to go under.
Yep, but Mike's no slouch. He's in an airplane. Yeah. So finally, the Goon thinks that he's given Airplane Mike the slip. He cuts the engine and drifts in a...
You fool.
You fucking rube. He drifts in a small inlet before emerging into open water. Mike pops out of the airplane, hops down onto the pontoon, and shoots the guy. And then the boat... the boat drifts to the shore and explodes.
Because it is full of plastic explosives.
And Mike looks at it with this expression like, did bullets do that?
I don't think any of us saw that happening.
So Mike runs to a beach party and grabs Acapulco, who's just dancing it up with a tourist lady. It's time to...
no time for love, Dr. Jones.
Time to get to work, pal. Go get Donovan. For some reason. So Mike pulls up on the spot and gets jumped by Boss Hogg's guys.
Now, this feels like there's a bunch of moments in this movie that you can tell that they were trying to fill in gaps because they just feel like padding.
Yeah.
This is one of them. This does not make any sense.
No sense. The way that this scene kind of plays out and resumes is like, kind of like the boat, where the guy was dragging the boat away. I was like, so what was your plan here? You know?
Right. And so because up until now, the Castellari character, who doesn't have a name, he's just referred to as the killer.
Yeah.
And some sort of assassin, I guess. We are never given the impression that he is a part of any of this.
No, and then
he's just sort of there on the periphery. And now he is like integrated into, I guess, the organization or something.
No, he's one of Boss Hogg's guys.
Okay, Boss Hogg is former organization.
Was he?
Right?
I don't think so. I think he's just like a criminal.
Because that's how he knows Donovan. It was like we both used to work missions or whatever. But he is never connected to any of these groups, these like competing groups. Until now, he's all of a sudden a part of it.
Yeah. I mean, in spite of the fact that things get a little blurry here as we're sort of getting close to the end, it's a fairly cohesive, like, adventure story and conspiracy.
It's not that complicated.
It's not complicated, but like there are movies like those recent like Ark of the Sun God stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like those are like those movies were made ad hoc. Like they were just making that shit up on the fly. You know?
Yes.
They barely make any sense. This one is surprisingly coherent.
Well, yeah, I mean it's written by a what's the word I'm looking for? Competent writer. And even though they had to sort of rewrite it, the core story is there.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Then you got Donovan. You got Donovan doing the Yojimbo. He's working both sides, so he always comes out on top. So Boss Hogg's guys, they're not too happy about their guy getting blasted a minute ago, and they kick Mike's ass. Mm-hmm. And not just that.
Slow-mo punch and everything.
That's how you know it's serious. And not just that, they stole his elaborate model plan to retrieve the money. How it's going to help them is anybody's guess, but there it is.
I mean, I guess we're supposed to just assume that they're good to go. Like Mike and Acapulco are good to go. So that means like all of the equipment are like in place.
Yeah.
So all they really have to do is kind of like swoop down there and I guess turn it on.
Yeah. Yeah. So they drag Mike over to a muddy puddle where I thought that they were going to, like, I don't know, try to drown him there. And then they just...
they just splash him a little bit.
Drive back and forth, splashing him with muddy water.
Just some real mean girl shit.
That's not the end of it, though. They continue to kick Mike's ass and then leave him to bake in the sun. Now, Boss Hogg marvels at Mike's plan. They know how he plans to take the money out, but they still don't know where the money is. So Mike pulls himself out of the puddle and staggers back to his car. Out at sea, Acapulco and Donovan are getting ready to pull the money up. The balloon is inflated too. Boss Hogg's men fly the airplane overhead to find the location of the balloon, and he radios back to Boss Hogg with the location. So they get all their shit together and hit it. Now Mike joins his bros, but he's not doing so hot after getting his shit kicked in. They cut into the safe and they feed the money suck hose in and get to sucking the money. Sure enough, Mike's plans works. But here comes Boss Hogg and his boys to complicate matters. They put the snatch on Donovan, who doesn't seem too bothered by what's happening, even as the goons leap into water. Now, if you'd forgotten, the big complication for this plan was the presence of a lot of sharks, a detail that none of these idiots know about except for Mike and Acapulco. So these clowns swim down and sure enough, catch the attention of the local shark population.
And they have woken the sharks and they are pissed.
They are very hungry sharks. Dudes are about to surely have their shit bitten off, but first, Mike fights with them. And then the sharks swarm, and Mike feeds the goons right to them. There's too many of them, though. They sabotage Mike's contrivance to keep the plane from slipping into the abyss.
Oh, no.
The plane breaks free of its mooring and drifts away with Acapulco trapped in the fuselage.
It's terrible.
It's a sad moment.
It is.
So we cut to Mike. We cut to Mike basically doing the underwater version of no.
Yep. And we also get right after that a shark swimming away with one lone flipper in its giant maw.
So Mike lets the balloon go free and it drifts into the sky. The goons try to shoot it. Donovan karate chops a few of them, gets a gun, and shoots some more of them.
It's a pretty satisfying ending.
It really is. Boss Hogg and his men get the drop on him, but here comes Mike surfacing with a spear gun, and he shoots Boss Hogg, sending him and some of his clowns into the shark-infested waters below.
And you know what sharks love?
Eating people.
They love people. Bleeding people, it's like their favorite thing.
It's a human buffet right now, and they are eating so good. They take care.
Haven't you ever heard the fucking story of the USS Indianapolis? Human buffet. One of the most haunting stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
They take care of the remaining men, and Mike climbs aboard Boss Hogg's boat, where he and Donovan have a tense standoff with a gun between them. Mike remembers Acapulco's Marxist dream of providing for his community with the fortune he gains, and he goes for the gun. Donovan grabs one too. Instead of shooting each other, they point their guns at the balloon and pop it, raining the shore with cash money.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
And then they have a big laugh. Boy, the organization's not going to like this. But hey, we'll think of something. Mike, content with his life as a shark hunter, decides to live it up here, and they both have a laugh like the end of a He-Man cartoon. As the nearby townspeople dance in the street and collect the money as it comes down.
And then we hard cut to one of the best scenes of the movie.
We cut to Mike brooding on the shore again as another shark gets caught in the trap. And he books it down the beach to kill it with a huge, goofy grin on his face. Man, the life of a shark hunter is rich.
Can't wait to get in the water, kick that shark's ass.
Boy, I just hate sharks.
So weird.
Roll credits. Remember, did you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Some.
Remember the character Crumbopoulos Michael?
Yes.
Boy, I just love killing people.
I believe he's the arms dealer.
He's like an alien assassin.
Yep.
So fucking, that's the shark hunter.
Yeah, you know, it's not a bad movie.
It's you know what, I would say that it is, in spite of the fact that it was made very hastily, it is a very typical Italian production where it's pretty clear that it was shot in like 9 days. It's another one of those movies where everybody just seems to be enjoying themselves. They're on vacation in a beautiful part of Mexico.
Yeah, that goes a long way to like making a good movie. It's like everyone here is having fun.
Yeah. The premise is very silly, but at the same time, the story is remarkably coherent. It you know, it has a certain cheapness about it that I think a lot of these movies do, just because they didn't have a whole lot of money underneath them. But it's good, it's fun, it's silly, but it's very enjoyable.
We also forgot to say this is one of 2 Enzo Castellari shark films.
Is the other The Last Shark?
One. He makes The Last Shark a couple of years later. It is a fucking disaster. I believe they get sued by Universal.
Yeah.
And it does really well in the box office. This one did not. This one did very, very
No,
well.
obviously, because it just fucking vanishes, and it took Severin to like drag it back.
Well, this is also that's oversaturation period. They're just putting out so many movies that like there's no fucking way everybody can keep up and appreciate any like all of them.
Yeah.
And so they choose the crappy ones. This is a good one.
It's a good one.
Right?
It's a really good one.
I like a Franco Nero. And hey, this is a twofer, a back-to-back Franco Nero.
Right. We barely get Franco Nero in the last one, but apparently he fucking loved that wig so much that he kept it for the visitor.
Why not? They must have done that very shortly after this.
Because I think like his part of The Visitor, he must have been on set for like a half an hour, you know?
Yeah. We should probably do a Franco Nero movie that's good. Because he, you know, despite the two goofy ones that we've done, he is in a lot of really good movies.
Yeah, and also like at this period, we're entering a real sort of sallow period. Going into the 80s, like he's gonna do some real shit in the United States, but he's also gonna do stuff in Europe. Like Top Line comes out a few years later, and that's
bottom of the barrel.
That's almost like
right
he
there.
was doing it for cocaine money. Like it's a real shit movie.
I mean, that was like all still gotta work.
And he looks bad in that one. Like very, very bloated and drunk in that one. But yeah, man, this is good. We should do just fucking Django because we haven't done a Western yet.
That's because neither of us
really like Westerns, but yeah, but that's a good one.
We could do High Crimes instead.
Do High Crimes. I do High Crimes in a second because also we haven't done Polizios yet. Or have we?
No, we've not.
No, we haven't. I do High Crime or I do any of those Lenzi ones.
The Tough Ones fucking rule.
Tough Ones is one of my favorite, or The Rat, the Cynic, and the Fist is a good one. We could do, yeah. But yeah, High Crime would be good because that's a fucking fantastic Nero Castellari movie.
There's a bunch of what the fuck is his name? Damiano Damiani movies that Franco Nero was in that are also very good.
Is he in Goodbye and Amen? I have that one, but I don't know if I've watched that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking A.
He's
Well,
in that one.
We'll have to look, but we'll have to get back. We'll have to get around to it because he's in so many fucking movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was like their De Niro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ish. Maybe a little, a little lower.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, he's there. Al Pacino.
All right. Well, with the Shark Hunter in the bag, where's the next movie?
Next week, Bring Me the Axe coming back with the semen-filled horror film.
So much sperm. This could not possibly have this. One person could not produce this much sperm.
That is almost word for word a quote from this film. It is one of the weirdest, dumbest movies I've ever seen, and it's so awesome.
It's so crazy. I couldn't fucking believe it when I saw that because that's another one that I'd never seen until very recently.
And then in 2 weeks, 99-cent rental, we're doing more Castellari.
Oh, shit. We're doing new Barbarians. Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We're on a tear.
Well, we may as well round out the trilogy.
Yeah. New Barbarians is going to be fun.
It's a good one.
All right. So we'll see you next week with the seamany horror of Incubus. We'll be back in two with New Barbarians.
Just so gooey.